Right, in this blog post I'm going to be talking about the location scouting that we did. We've gone on a few now, like we've probably 3-4 times we've been up to the location. It's a place called, it's up in the New Forest. It's very near a campsite called Matley Wood, and New Forest is a great place anyway to film. It's really nice, and it's especially for our piece as well, it's going to fit the aesthetic very nicely because it combines that kind of with the heathland and stuff, providing with the right colour correction it can look incredibly barren and bleak, and with that as well there's some very nice kind of coloration changes. Like, it looks more like a patchwork quilt, I guess, from a distance than it does actual ground, with like the gorse bushes coming up in the deep greens, and then you've got kind of the very sort of heathery stuff that's all purples and light pastel colours, things like that, and it looks really nice. We've taken a few stills and stuff like that have since been colour corrected, and while it's only tests and stuff, it looks really nice. Hopefully I'll add some of those up to the blog as well. Yeah, in terms of the actual location scout, yeah, as I was saying, it's at Matley Wood. We've been 3-4 times now. It's really good. We've been to a couple of places actually. Alex and I went to a place in Brockenhurst, just on the outskirts. We went on just got on the train and then off at the station, went on a walk, ended up in a golf course, and then sort of just kept walking on from there. Found some quite nice places and stuff like that as well, but nothing quite the same. There's much more of a sense of remoteness and isolation towards the Matley Wood area. And the thing that's nice as well is because the terrain and stuff is it's all so similar where things are. It works out quite nicely in terms of shooting with the narrative, and I guess in terms of convenience and stuff like that, because the narrative for the first episode kind of represents, maybe it's 3 or 4 days worth of shoot, worth of the characters actually walking and stuff like that, and going on this journey in the first episode itself. So the thing that's really nice about Matley Wood is the area around there. Is that it's the heathland is very expansive, very wide, and lots of rolling plains and stuff like that. So our kind of plan is what we're going to do through playing with camera angles and stuff like that is try and double up by simply changing, going 180 degrees around from where the shots have actually been, where the actors are standing before. It's going to look like more or less a completely different location. So it works really nice for us in terms of not only making the piece look good, but meaning that we aren't driving around to hundreds of different locations and stuff like that, trying to get things to look perfect. And as well as like the heathland and stuff that I've mentioned, is it's got some great great woods and stuff like that. It's kind of not overly tightly packed trees and things, so it allows for a lot more movement from the characters and a lot more dynamic camera angles. It's going to give us really can't stress how great the location is for the piece that we've got. And what we've done is we've sort of subtly warped bits of the script and things like that accordingly. Like, maybe we can slightly twist this scene so it's going to fit better in this location and stuff like that. And we've had to move away as well, because obviously we're working on I think for the life of me can't remember the organisation's name, but like the natural reservations, it's protected land, obviously, the New Forest. So where in the script we've written scenes that are for campfires and stuff like that, we're not going to be obviously you're not allowed to, without correct permits and stuff, have campfires in these areas. And of course it will be a health and safety nightmare as well. So we've decided that we're going to move away from campfires and stuff like that, and I think in retrospect that's going to add quite nicely to the subtle nuances of the characters and stuff like that, because obviously the two of them, they're not prepared for this kind of lifestyle out living in the wilderness and stuff like that. So this is going to I think the fact that they've got their campsites and stuff like that, but they aren't just sort of suddenly lighting a fire and suddenly Bear Grylls out in the wild, I think will really add to them, and it's something that we can maybe a nice scene in a later episode or something like that. Them learning to sort of start fires and stuff like that, and keep themselves warm and be able to cook things and stuff. But yeah, no, what I'll be doing is I may lace it through this, or I may add it at the end. Is put in the pictures and stuff like that we've taken, the ones with the colour correction, and we've got little bits of footage here and there from the actual location scouts and things. So yeah, it's all going well. Once again, very much taking shape now. We're now that we've got that done, we're yeah, very close to shooting. That's the other thing. We've photo storyboard is something that we've done as well, and this was on our final location scout before getting ready for the shoot. Is we've went up with the script and stuff like that to up to Matley Wood, and with Deck with his camera, me reprising the role as the female lead, and Alex as the male lead. We worked together and basically just did a quick photo storyboard to kind of cover where we're going with the scenes and what kind of angles are going to look nice in the shots and stuff like that. And I'll add those in here as well, but basically I've got them on my iPhone too, so I'm going to be referring back to that throughout the shoot and things when if ever we hit a hump or something and can't quite figure out where we were at. But we've kind of done with the storyboard. We've kind of taken just enough that it's going to give us a bare bones bit of direction as to where we need to be and where we need to put the cameras and stuff. But I personally am very keen on leaving a lot of room for initiative for the actual day of the shoot, because obviously for things like weather and stuff like that, and how the actors react to the camera and things, certain shots may look slightly nicer. So we're not being completely rigid with how we're putting it together. It's going to be yeah, a fairly fluid shoot in terms of creatively what shots we're picking and stuff like that. So yeah, my next post will be after we've actually done the shoot and things like that. So yeah, wish us all luck.